Today, we finished water problems, we finished land problems, we finished air problems, and we're going to go back to, we're starting diversity problems associated with farming or food production, but we're going back to this word, which is going to be used a lot in your AP exam, and you want to be very familiar with everything about that word. So I'm like going back to chapter 5, okay, or unit 5. I don't know why I called it chapter. So problems with biodiversity and farming, because you're never going to use the word biodiversity. You're going to explain biodiversity. Just like you never use pollution, just like you never use habitat destruction, you explain habitat destruction. So there's a lot of destruction of habitats when it comes to farming. Good. Deforestation is one of them. So, and desertification. Awesome. So let's first remember what type of diversity loss that is. Good job, my favorite. That's a lie. That Olivia said that I don't have favorites. Olivia said it. Olivia. Now, let's describe deforestation in terms of loss of biodiversity. Who can help me out there? Describe deforestation in a statement that describes how that is loss of biodiversity. So we don't want to say habitat loss. I just said you want to say.
Like certain organisms would be able to live in that.
So by cutting forests, you're shifting a biome, which species require specific characteristics of the biome, like the soil, the type of food, right? So you're affecting their ability to survive within their own type of biome. That's ecological. How about desertification? Same thing, just describe desertification first. What happens? You could say overgrazing of animals, okay? What does overgrazing of animals do that causes desertification? Now there's two answers you could give me. Before there was only one. If you're overgrazing, what are you doing? You're eating all of the grass before it has a chance to replenish. You're also loosening the soil to some extent. Pull, pull, pull. And when you loosen the soil, what can happen? Erosion. You're making it susceptible or easy to blow away with wind and water, and removing the what of the soil?
Fertility.
Which is where? Topsoil. Which is what horizon? A. Good job. All right, good. We also have pesticides that are going to that are going to cause diversity issues. What type of diversity? Species. What happens when pesticides are sprayed?
They evaporate.
Good. They go everywhere. So their target is pest, but sometimes they kill other organisms. Sometimes it's even natural predators. Remember that pesticides are toxins. Toxins being sprayed that can go to another organism. And if this organism is the natural predator of the pest, tell me the connection to diversity there. What happens? Of overpopulation of the pest can occur, or other species, because predators are keystone species which keep balance of the ecosystem. And predator, yeah, we're killing them first. Yeah. You have to go as far as everything now. Now it's all vocab. It's like a vomit of vocab is what I want to hear. All right. How did GMOs affect genetic diversity? Good. So genetic diversity, which is probably one of the most important variety, because if you remove an organism's traits that can help them survive and reproduce offspring, you could lead to extinction of that trait. So by limiting genes, you're limiting species from being able to survive environmental conditions that might arise. All right, history of pesticides. So we introduced pesticides as one of the components to farming. We've talked about all the problems that can arise directly to farming with pesticides. We're going to keep talking about them a little. Start with where they came from. Where do you think we got our first pesticides from? Good, organic. We got them from plants. We literally, like medicine, okay? Some medicine is toxins in our body to fight off other things, right? Sometimes, like a vaccine, it's like, okay. So plant derivatives helped fight off specific pests. Then we went to inorganic, especially this one, which I'm going to talk about Monday, DDT, which was like this incredible invention that won this woman a Nobel Peace Prize, and then it was banned. Okay? Yeah. Why do you think we went to the extreme of trying to find amazing pesticides? We want money. We want mass production. You're right. We want to make sure that our crop doesn't fail, because crops provide food for the world and they also provide income for farmers. But there was, the number one reason wasn't that. It wasn't about food, a supply. It wasn't about money. It was about what? Yes. You think that we know that pesticides are causing a whole bunch of issues, but without pesticides, we would eat weird things in our crops, like fungus and molds and beetles in our lettuce.
Ew, ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Pesticides. So we've got insecticides, fungicides, herbicides. That's probably one of the biggest nuisance. Weeds, that's where it all started. And then, no. Yeah. What's the last one? What do we call mice? Yes, rodenticides. Good job, guys.